A question? You don't want our claps? Yes. Thank you.
Hello, Daktari.
Okay, hello.
Now with this age of LGBTQIST, many people engage in unnatural sex. So if you could explain what are the detriments of sex, maybe between a man and a man, which is unnatural, if there are detriments of that. Yeah. The effects, if there are bad effects.
So we get to know most of the times, especially now when we say the gay, it means that we are using we're doing the sexual activity in a place that is not supposed to be. So we get most of the times in those places we might also have some microorganisms or anything. So it means that we'll be predisposed to get infections because we're using our sexual organs in a place that is not supposed to be used. So it's normally very good to make sure we just do the sexual activity in the right way and will not be able to be predisposed to get infections, especially when we use the sexual organs in the places that they are not supposed to be used.
Daktari, gayism or having sexual intercourse with the wrong organs is both unacceptable naturally, medically, also spiritually. It is just unacceptable. That one we'll have another forum on that issue. Thank you for that question. Big clap for one of our leaders. Okay, another one who wants to ask a question in person? Lift up your hand.
On the same question he's asking.
Okay.
Is it a perversion? This perversion they talk about of the mind, is it a medical condition for one to be drawn to another man and a woman to be drawn to another woman? Is it a medical condition that comes like that, or is a choice?
Once we are born, we normally have a person can have such hormones as a male and another as a female. So most of them we can either have the hormones to corner some hormones that relate to the female part of it or the male part of it. Now that one it will become a choice because already you have either the sexual organs for a male, but now the hormones they are there, but they are very little. They are not supposed to change you to be either the other way around.
When somebody is doing masturbation, he's forcing some organs to act abnormally to get satisfaction. Now, is that also the coitus interruptus where a person releases outside? Yeah. Is he also that? Does it have the same effect, or it's different?
Thank you.
No, that's normally it's a different thing, and especially now it's something also it's beneficial. It's one of we normally have family planning and we have the hormonal family planning. So we normally call it's a family planning. It's called withdrawal. So for most of the non-hormonal family planning, which are very safe, we have the condoms and the withdrawal part of it. So in case we're doing the withdrawal method, we won't have the effects of the masturbation because the sexual activity we are having it with the right person, and it's just now like we don't want other things like getting pregnant or anything. So it's something beneficial. If we are not ready for a child or anything, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to do as a family planning, natural family planning.
Daktari, the question is asking is how alcoholism, drug abuse, use of abusive substances affects his sexual health. If I'm not wrong, that's your question?
Yes.
Okay. Because according to him, he has not seen any problem in a family he's coming from and how he has been raised. People are okay with that situation and it has not affected their sexual health.
And the family is just...
The family?
Yeah.
And the family is just okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for Makofi for this question.
Okay, so to answer on that, to start with, most of these sexual health topics, they are not like shared. Ile watu wengi hawata share. So most of the people we might be having an issue, but we don't share, and that's why most of the times we might act like things are okay, but deep down we are not okay. So most of the times it depends on the person. The person, if the person willing to share, is the person ready to make a change or anything. So most of the times it needs a person to be able to just share that he is suffering deep down. But on the other side, sexual abuse will bring a lot of issues with either the sexual health or anything. First of all, especially for either a lot of drinking, a lot of drugs, they dispose us to issues like hypertension, diabetes, which directly now cause the issues with our sexual health. So most of the times it might not come directly, and it might also take time. Like if you start drinking today, we don't expect that next week you will have an issue with your sexual health. So it's something that will take time, but now the end complications is what now we want to prevent, you see. So you might be taking drugs today, you are okay, but you don't know after like 5 years how things will be. Your blood vessels will have issues, you will have blood pressure, diabetes, and now those complications are the ones that we want to prevent, rather than having now to treat the issue.
Thank you for that question. I like that because it is from a third eye. You are the one who is seeing everything is okay. Not, are you affected? Do you take alcohol? Do you smoke? Maybe?
I smoke.
And it does not affect any, or you are asking about the sexual health. According to you, it has not affected you in any way?
Okay, it has not. And Ndomana Pia, you know, coming to these seminars, you know, it's different. It's different because these are ni watu wenye unaona wanakuwa na kulea. Okay?
Okay. I would like to, this is not let's talk only that is telling you. I want you to pay attention to the pack of cigarettes you buy. Do you buy cigarettes, the one in the packet? What is drawn on top there? What does it show? Have you seen one with a penis which is falling down? Have you seen one? And it is all over the world. It's not only in Kenya. Okay? It means that other people are seeing it is a problem, but you are not seeing it is a problem.
It is upon you to create and develop the way you relate to people in danger. That's why most of the time as the parents they tell you that group is good, that group is good, choose your friends was because they know as you grow up, I think at this stage, the men who are older than you, the experience that they've gained through the years they've lived, they are sharing it with you not because they're good people, no, but because wisdom is gained by years. The experience is gained by years, it's not by age. You can become old and you're stupid, you can become young and you're wise, because you've made use of the experiences you've had to at least make you this decision I can make this decision wisely, I can make this decision wisely. So the character evaluation before you have the boyfriend is very important. So that later on, you don't blame people for putting in conditions while you are seeing some telltale signs that this is the character of this individual. Then there's also the social conformity.
The social conformity comes in when there's that pressure. And I think for us men, there's always that pride of having so many girlfriends. All of us want to have the best girlfriends in the world, as many of them as possible. Yet we know that not all women are good for you. There is no one man in this world where all the women in this world is good for them. But there will always be someone somewhere who can match your characteristic. So just don't conform to the society's expectations to you. And this is not even society's expectations, it's just the times that we are living in. You watch too many videos, music, movies, then you see these things, then you want to exact them out in the real world. Those people are acting, and they're being paid money to act. And you are not acting. You are living in a real world. That's the difference. So this now, it comes to that point where now people are disillusioned, partners are fighting, men are fighting women, women are fighting men, and because of that emotional connection, it is difficult to get out. Maybe now you have kids. Maybe you've stayed for 10 years or 5 years or 3 years. There's nowhere else you can look. And you think maybe this is the only person you have. Maybe you have invested all you had. Like for most men, the issue is always you've taken a lady to school, or maybe you paid for something that now they have too expensive that you spent your whole time trying to garner the amount to buy for her that. So you feel painful because of that connection. What if earlier on you'll have sat down and say, okay, I want a girlfriend, not bad. Which kind of girlfriend do I want? Then just write down, I want this kind of a woman. Then be realistic. Because if there are qualities that you are looking for, you'll always find them. If there are qualities you're always looking for, you'll always find them. If you want a bad woman, you'll always find a bad woman, because bad women are for bad men. If you want a good woman, you'll always find a good woman, because good women are for good men. So the onus is on you. I won't say that women are bad. As men, we have to have that character evaluation to enable us sort out through the many options so that we have the best that we choose for our own selves. Because having women besides that, it's the best thing that God ever created. A man is complemented by a woman. Let no one lie to you that you only live once. Now you want to run through all the women in the world. Then one day, you'll wake up and find the best woman and marry her. That is not going to happen. I promise you that is not going to happen. And for the choices that you have chosen now, they'll have posterior consequences on your life, on your marriage, and how you're going to end up. Then the last one, as I said, if there's a gender violence situation, community is always good. But the world you are living right now, there's this song, najua mmeisikiza, nasema, avoid those people. Wenye wakusaidia hawezi kukujenga. It's a very bad song. Why do you want to avoid people? And why is it that people you want to connect to are necessarily people wenye lazima wakusaidia? A community is good, and it doesn't have to be monetary terms. Your connection with fellow men ndio itakusaidia. Ikiwa nyinyi kwa akili yenu mnataka kujisaidia nyinyi, you be the best versions of your own. You can only do it as a group. A lonely man will never survive. A lonely man will never survive. So start as young as now. Being old, the men in the room who are old can tell you, having a friendship at this age is very difficult. Because hujui huyu mtu alitoka wapi, alilelewa na nani, alisomea wapi. But saizi, you share the same primary schools, you share the same high schools, you'll go to college, you'll have people who come from your area. Create those solid friendships right now so that when such situations comes where you feel you are emotionally abused, you have a community of people to advise you, to help you, and at least bring some comfort when it's the last time that you need it. So don't live the life of cutting people out of your life. Cutting people is okay, but at least necessarily have a community around you that's going to help you when things are going out of track.